Hey there. I've had several friends ask me what's going on with me now, and I've tried to reply several times and given little bits and pieces, but I don't think I've given anyone really the full picture. So I'm teaching online mostly now, and they're making me do videos of some of the classes and introductions, so I thought I would use this as kind of a learning experience to update anyone who cares and to practice my video making skills or the lack thereof. Kind of a double whammy, I suppose. Going back a ways, as you know, I was in the car business for about 14 years. It was a good life, good time. But in 2008, I made a decision to quit the car business and go back to school full time. I love art. Always have loved art, love drawing, painting, and so I got my degree at the University, Sam Houston State University in Huntsville. Graduated in 2011. After graduating, I took about a year off to make money again. I sold everything I owned when I made the decision back in 2008 to go back to school. So my house, so my furniture, everything. All I had were the clothes on my back, really. In 2011, when I graduated, I took a year off, like I said, and looked around at other grad schools. I knew I needed to get my Master's of Fine Arts degree if I wanted to teach or do anything with my art degree. And I finally decided to go to the University of Texas down in Edinburgh, which was the University of Texas Pan Am at the time. It's now the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. Great school. Anyway, while I was there, I went to Florence, Italy, and studied for a semester. I went to Peru, did a mini semester there. I got a teaching assignment as a teacher's assistant. I was also a building and safety coordinator assistant while I was there. Learned a lot. Graduated in 2014 and moved back to Huntsville and started teaching at Lee College in Huntsville. For those who don't know, Lee College is in Baytown or Beaumont, but the Huntsville division teaches in the prisons. So for 4 years, I went in and out of every prison in and around Huntsville, Navasota, Trinity, Onalaska, all the prisons around there, and taught art appreciation, art history 1 and 2. Learned a lot while I was in there. That was a true learning experience. Going behind bars and teaching is an experience all in of itself. But anyway, I also got 2 jobs at Lone Star College and at San Jacinto College, doing face-to-face classes and teaching kind of traditionally there. Towards the end of my time, around 2016, I had the opportunity to start teaching some online courses for San Jacinto College. Really enjoyed it. I moved a couple of my classes at Lone Star to online classes, got certified to be an online teacher, and then in 2017 I learned that my son had some major back problems. They didn't know if they were going to have to do surgery on him or what. He's in the Air Force and he's stationed in Florida. So I came down here to spend some time with him. If he was going to have surgery, he was going to be on his back. He wouldn't be able to move around a lot. So it was a troubling time. Good news, everything seems to have checked out. We got him rehabilitation, some great doctors, some great hospitals and rehabilitation centers here, and he's not had to do surgery. He's back to work, doing good. However, I fell in love with Florida. He wanted me to stay here, and so I looked around for jobs and found a job at the University of South Alabama and also at Columbia Southern University. Columbia Southern is an online school. University of South Alabama, of course, will be face-to-face. It's a traditional college or university. While I've been here, my parents have also decided to move here. They bought a beach house. I spent from, I think it was about December 2017 till, well, still working on it. But the major renovations are finished. We redid the entire outside, put all new lightings, decks, porches, staircases. Inside, ripped out all the carpet, put in hardwood floors, painted, redid several walls, built my father a study, book cabinets, and what have you. Went through the whole house, all new light switches, all new lights, all new fans. Everything in there is new, just about, including the toilets. But being in Florida and my love for the water and boats, I finally decided to try to live my dream of living on a boat. And so that's what I did. While I was here working on my parents' house, and of course I was living in their house at the time, I went down to Panama City for a couple of weeks, and I took some sailing lessons. They have charters there at the sailing school, so I took out some charter sailboats, a little Catalina 30, which great little boat to learn on. It's not that little, but I had some really good time, fell in love with it. I started doing some searches for a boat, went through in and out of a lot of different boats, learned a lot about boats, the configurations, sails, motors, years, all the different ins and outs of what makes a sailboat, and everybody's got their own preference as to what they want and like. It's if you ever want to buy a sailboat, it is a truly it's rewarding, but it's expensive. The learning curve. You think you find one, to get a boat checked out and surveyed, it'll cost you, or at least it did me, about $1,400 per whack, and man, that hurts. But I learned that just because a boat looks good and seems sound, once you get the surveyor in there, an inspector, to look at the boat, they find all kinds of stuff: wiring issues, engines, leaks, rotten wood. I guess it's just like a home inspection. But they have to pull it out of the water, put it up on a lift. They look at the rudders. Anyway, after going through many boats, spending way too much money, I finally found the boat for me. This is her. I'm on her. She is a 37-foot CSY, which is a Caribbean sailing yacht. She's cutter rigged, which means she's got a head sail, then she's got a little cutter rig, a little one, and then a mainsail. She was built in 1979 in Tampa, Florida. She's built like a tank. These walls are solid. There's no core material. It's all fiberglass, teak wood. Beautiful. Requires a little more maintenance. A lot of people, don't like the wood because wood and water don't mix real well. But I think it's nice. I love her. So I'm on her full time. I moved on to her. Me and Oreo, my dog, my sheepadoodle, and really am enjoying this time here. Consequently, I'm not living in Florida. I'm actually living in Mobile, Alabama, because that's where the boat was located, and it's pretty close to the University of South Alabama. So it's just like a little 15-20 minute drive up there to take class, and then come back over here. I'm hoping to move all my classes onto online so that I can get out and sail a little bit more. My son's been coming down, and we take her out on the weekends for little sails and adventure out. Really had a good time. We've spent a little bit of time on anchor a few times, cooked, fished, a lot of fun. Got a new little dinghy, which is great. I need a little motor for it. Right now I've just got the paddles, so but get you to anchor close to the island and take the little dinghy cruise over there and go explore a little beach that nobody else is on. I like it. But anyway, that's my update. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions, or get a hold of me, and that's it. Peace.